அனைவருக்கும் இனிய காலை வணக்கங்கள். We'll start the program with Tamil Thai வாழ்த்து. So may I request all of you to please stand for the Tamil Thai வாழ்த்து.
நீராடும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமழந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராடும் மதனமென திகழ்வனத கண்டனையோ எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த நாவிடனல் திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறந்தியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. We want to start this event with a Tirukural, which you all know, one of the richest literature in Tamil. This Tirukural is about agriculture and the farmer. It says like this: Surandrum ear pinnadu ulagum adanal uludum udave thalai. This Tirukural means that despite several problems or hardships being faced in agricultural sector, a farmer never lets that profession behind. He ensures that this profession is taken ahead generation after generation. With this Tirukural, may I invite a few people on all our behalf to start with the lamp lighting. May I request Peter Langford and Dinesh, Dr. Dinesh to come over. Our chief guest. So it's good to have clapping because it gives you some exercise and movement to your hand. Thank you. May I request our chief guest, Mr. Vasiharan, to come over to the stage for the lamp lighting. On behalf of our customers, may I request Raj Bharat from Vayu Drones to be coming over to the stage for the lamp lighting. And we have a special guest from all the way came from Pulukottai. I'll talk more about them sometime later. Mrs. Amuda and Mrs. Lakshmi, the Namo drone DDs from Pulukottai. I request both of them to come. Now I invite our CEO, Peter Langford, to kickstart this launch event. Over to you, Pete.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the GRT Grand Hotel in Chennai, and welcome to those of you joining on the YouTube live stream. There's a lot of things that we're very excited to share with you today, but first we thought we would describe the problem that we're trying to solve. So this problem is a little bit of a secret problem. It's not the most obvious thing in the world. The thing that is obvious to us today is that India is a beautiful country. It is a land of huge potential, huge opportunity for growth and for economic development. But behind that huge opportunity, there is a problem hiding. And there's a problem with the environment, and there's a problem with the most basic of things that we take for granted, which is food security. Making sure that we get enough food to fill our bellies and go about our business. Today, India has 1.4 billion people. Now, every country goes through these waves of growth. When China started its wave of growth, it was much smaller than India was. And they peaked at 1.3 billion people. Here we are starting our growth with 1.4 billion people. How are we going to make sure that we can feed our entire population every day, 3 times a day? And how many more plates of food are we going to need to accommodate all of that extra growth that's going to happen? So today we need about 5 billion plates of food every day. In a few years' time, it could be 6 million. In a few more years' time, it could be 9 million. How are we going to provide more food with the same amount of land? That's the challenge. And it's a challenge that the government has noticed, and they've started a lot of programs to make sure we're addressing this problem. We have institutions like NABARD, we have programs like Namo Drone DD, who are trying to work on the mechanization of agriculture and what we call, more into the future, precision farming. So we're now in a place where we need to develop Indian solutions to this Indian problem. So how do we go about designing a solution for an Indian problem? You cannot just sit in your office and do it. The Japanese have this beautiful phrase called Genki Genbutsu. It means you have to take yourself to the problem. You have to see the problem with your own eyes. You have to live the problem. And then only you should come up with a solution. You can't sit in an office, you can't guess what the problem is, you can't hear it 3 or 4 times dissolved through different people. You have to go there yourself. And so what did we do? We went there. We went there again and again and again. We went there 6,000 times. We went to our Tamil fields of paddies and sugarcane. We sent our Indian engineers, there they are, all sitting at the back of the room. Hi, guys. And we sprayed 6,000 acres of agricultural land. We learned about what the problems are. We felt them ourselves. We looked at, how to solve issues in flight time, how to solve issues in portability, how to solve issues with not getting any lunch because you need to go and charge the batteries somewhere, you have to go and find a plug point. All of these things are problems that we wanted to set out to address. So to speak a little bit more about the exact problems that we are trying to solve, I'm going to hand over now to our Chief Marketing Officer, Mr. Khanna. Khanna, over to you.
Thank you, Pete. Well, he articulated that a larger picture, what kind of, responsibility we all carry. Creating a food security is going to be one of the key thing, and when we look ahead with the explosion in population, as well as the longevity of people and the kind of healthy food people prefer. So we have a great responsibility as a company. But then there are problems. When the growth is an opportunity, then you have also problem to deal with. Well, before getting into the problems what we have currently, I want to talk about what India offers as an opportunity. If you see, the gross cropped area in the country is 210 million hectares. When I convert it into the acreage, it's almost 520 million acres of gross cropped area in the country. Remember, this is much larger than what China also has got. While it has got 520 million gross cropped area, there are many plantations or there are some orchards where drones cannot be used. Drones can be used, as you all know, only as a foliar spray. When I say foliar spray, it's above the leaf only. The foliar sprayer alone in the country, the potential is close to 400 million acres of acreage is available for foliar spray. Each plant, when it is grown, right from the time it is sown, and then it comes to a mid stage, and then to the fully grown stage. In India, generally, on an average, 3 times you need to spray. It could be a herbicide, it could be a pesticide, or even sometimes it's a soluble fertilizers. There are crops like chili and all needs 12 times. There are crops like cotton which may need 6 times. But even if I take the least, let's say paddy and wheat which is grown largely, even then it needs 3 times of spraying during its crop cycle. When I do the math of whole and then see that what a drone can accomplish in a year, there is a capacity for each drone. Given the window of spraying available in the country, a drone can accomplish 2,500 to 3,000 acres in a year. That's a ballpark number what we usually have. So if we put all this thing together, India needs nothing less than 5 lakh drones. Now this is the kind of opportunity what we all see. What are the other alternatives available? The only thing is a human carrying a 16 liter of weight and then walking into a very dangerous fields where you have snakes and various insects ready to bite him. So the best alternative today what is available in India is only drone. And if the drone comes in large and the adoption is full scale, what you see here as 5 lakh drones, this is the opportunity India offers. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while this becomes an opportunity, there are also problems. Now, Peter talked about going to the place where things happen. We don't want to build a drone sitting in the office and then make it. The challenge given to our R&D engineers and as a whole to avionics team is there are already 40 to 50 drones available in the country. What is your 51st drone is going to offer? Are you going to offer it at a lower price? Are you going to offer it something going to give some incremental value? No. As he said, the fundamental and the foundation of the principle what avionics works is, what are the problems are we going to solve? Now we wanted to first understand what are the problems, these 50 odd drones which are already available in the market. If we don't solve that problem, then your adoption towards a 5 lakh drone is going to take a pretty long time, or probably people will lose their interest on the go. So we wanted to understand the problem. The first and foremost problem what we understood is carrying a drone itself is a big problem. Sorry. So the drone being carried into the field, while some of the people say, no, my drone can be carried in a two-wheeler. Now this is how they mean it. The entire seat of a two-wheeler gets filled with the box, then you have nowhere to sit. Even if you are able to sit, the two-wheeler becomes more unstable and it's very dangerous and difficult for someone to ride it. If you don't prefer a two-wheeler, then your cost of OPEX increases because you have to go for a three-wheeler or a four-wheeler which again increases your capital cost and of course the operation cost. So this is one of the key problems what we have seen as why the large scale drone adoption is still being delayed. The next biggest problem is while you need to carry the drone from your home to the agricultural field, but within the field you have to take the drone and walk around from one field to the other field when you have to spray. For this, the current drones, you need minimum 2 people to carry it from one field to the other field when you walk it, which means you are talking about having one more person being employed, which one person alone can do it. The next problem what we have seen is a crucial problem of endurance. More colloquially it is called as a flight time. Whenever we talk about a flight time, the current batteries what is available in the market can offer only 2 to 3 acres at max, which means I have to carry multiple batteries with me or I have to carry a genset with me. The moment I carry multiple batteries or a genset with me, I am again increasing my capex and I am increasing the cost of my operation as well. This is another problem what we have seen as something very difficult for them to deal with, the existing operators. And then you have a challenge of the same tank being used. As you all know, all the 50 odd drones which are available in the market, you cannot change the tank for different chemicals. For example, the herbicide. If you ask an agronomist, he would say, no, I don't want the herbicide and the pesticide to be used in the same tank, because when the residue of herbicide is mixed with my pesticide, it would not give the intended results. It will not kill the pest the way effectively we expect it to kill. But they want to replace the tank easily. It is not possible because the existing tank, if you have to replace it, you need a skill, you need to remove multiple screws and the tools to replace it. So this is another big problem what our operators were saying. Why am I not able to replace the tank the way I want it for various different chemicals? So this is another big problem which they are facing, all the 50 odd drones what they have. And the next one is, this is another crucial thing, this is a technology problem. As you all know, the GPS has always an error, and the current GPS what is being used in all the other 50 odd drones, the error is always there. For example, when I am supposed to start in a particular place where you see S, the drone would start at something a meter or 2 meters away from it. When it is not intended to start from the area where it is, then I'm not spraying in the area where it is intended to spray. Or if there is some obstacle, it is likely to hit and then crash. So this is another technology problem what people say. So ladies and gentlemen, these are the 5 problems what majority of the operators who are using this 50 odd drones in the country have told us. And in avionics, it was very clear, if these are the 5 most critical problems in scaling up the adoption, then we have to work on these 5 problems. Let's hear more from Pete on how are we going, what we have done after understanding these problems. Over to you, Pete.
Thanks, Gunnar. So, now that we understand the problem that we're trying to solve, are you ready to see the solution?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So, without too much further ado, except moving a camera out of the way, Tambi, the drone ettenva. All right. So I now like to call upon our chief guest today, Mr. Vasigaran, to help me unveil the drone over at this table. Slowly. Yes, sir. Here we are. AviSpray-10c. Go ahead. Yeah, sure. You go. So this drone is 53% smaller than the current generation of agricultural drones. It is so compact and so light that basically anyone can pick it up, carry it, and move around. Thirukumar is a strapping young guy, but he doesn't need to be. So now we want to show you just how comfortable our Namo drone DDs from Tamil Nadu who have traveled to come here today, we want them to experience it. Please, ma'am. Look how comfortably she can pick it up.
Thank you. Just to tell you, Ms. Hamuda is one of our Namo drone Didi. She has sprayed more than 1,500 acres of thing. She was invited for President's dinner, which happens after every August 26th Republic Day. And she's one of the star performer from Tamil Nadu. We are so proud, Hamuda ma'am, you and Lakshmi ma'am. Sir, we come. We'll take a photo of her, please.
Yeah.
Continuation. கொஞ்சம் அப்படியே சைடா நின்னீங்கன்னா போட்டோல கொஞ்சம் இல்ல அப்படியே இல்லைங்க கொஞ்சம் அப்படியே சைடா இல்ல இருங்க இப்படி ஓகே ஓகே
நன்றி அக்கா. Thank you.
சார் சார் ஒரு நிமிஷம் இப்படியே வாங்க ஜஸ்ட் அன்சிப் பண்ணிடுவோம் பிகாஸ் உள்ள ட்ரோன் இருக்கா இல்லையான்னு எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியணும் இல்லையா ஜஸ்ட் கேட்டீங்க கிட்ட கிட்ட
We'll just keep it forwards.
வாங்க நீங்க வாங்க முன்னாடி சார் பண்ண இல்ல இங்க ஒருத்தர் அந்த பக்கம் ஒருத்தர் Yeah, we'll just, you can do it. சரி, இப்படி வந்துருங்க. இது ஒன்று இருக்கு, இது ஒன்று தானா? Sir, you can just take him. Just help him. இங்க மேல பிடிச்சு அப்படியே தூக்கிடுங்க. பேக் எடுத்துருப்பான்.
So 53% smaller in folded size than the previous generation of agricultural drones. And that's a term we have to start using now. Because we got used to it, didn't we? We got used to a 10-liter EFT frame. We got used to a box on the back of a bike or a three-wheeler or a Dost. We got used to all of that. We were trying to scrape off paisa in the business model and find some way of being profitable. That's all gone. AviSpray-10c is here to solve all of those problems and many, many more. It is your complete compact companion. So, the best bit is it's not just 53% smaller. There's a lot more tech wrapped up in here than I've been letting on also. So we talked about the problem of how we get it between different farms. Somehow we've got to get this thing onto 2 wheels or 3 wheels and move it in between different places. So that backpack means that the box is gone. The box is weight that you're carrying around all day. It's inconvenience also. So the box is gone and it's replaced with our backpack. The backpack, by the way, has been designed as part of a very special academic collaboration with the DOT School of Design, who's given us a lot of interesting ways about thinking about the solution, out-of-the-box thinking, which is part of their design thinking academy that they work on. Then the next problem, how do we move around? So how comfortably you can get on a bike. You can show up at the farm, park up, and get down. So there's no more pulling drones in and out of boxes. Then we talked about moving around inside the field. Well, guess what? You're not pulling the drone out anymore. You've got off your bike with your backpack. You can comfortably walk through the field. Now, what those two things together mean is that you don't need an assistant anymore. This is now a one-person operation. That cost is gone. And that is really, really special. Okay, so very comfortably, you saw Raka put on the bag and get up, walk up the steps without any issues. What about the tank problem? So the entire design was built around our new tank. Our new tank has a huge opening that's very easy to get to. You can fill this drone very comfortably. You don't need to crouch down with your bucket. You don't need to get underneath the propellers like with the previous EFT designs. You just pop the lid open and off you go. And when you want to change the tank, it's as easy as that. Very, very simple, toolless solution. So if you're, thank you. If you're spraying herbicide in the morning, you've got to be spraying fungicide in the afternoon. You don't have to clean the drone in the middle of the day now. Okay? You can take 2 tanks with you, and within 30 seconds, you can be up and running again. Now, another thing that we've done is we've brought in a third tool. So we have 3 setups here. The first one is a flat fan nozzle that everyone's familiar with. Then we have the high-powered centrifugal nozzle, where we have dense plants like sugarcane that we need to penetrate into, get all the way down to the root level. And we've also brought a seeder. So with that seeder, you can now be active more weeks in the year. And that means more profit, and that means a better business. Now, what about flight time? You probably think that to make it more compact, we had to make some trade-offs in flight time. No. We have 60% more battery than the previous generation. We can do 5 acres. 5 acres with 1 battery charge. So before you need to change batteries, before you need to recharge your batteries, the whole day's carry, what you have to take around with you, suddenly comes tumbling down. Kilograms of weight get left behind at home. I don't need to take a charger anymore. I don't need to find a plug point anymore. If I don't have a plug point, I don't need to take a generator anymore. I don't need to pay fuel for the generator anymore. The costs are tumbling away, folks. Just wait till you see the conclusion on that. And the final one is the GPS. We know what happens when GPS failure happens. Your 3, 4, 5 lakh investment is on a pile on the ground with broken carbon fiber and broken plastic everywhere. So GPS was something that we really set out to address in this next iteration. Previously, about 12 months back, when we released our AviSpray-10c, that had a double GPS. This one has a quadruple GPS. So it brings down, it increases the amount of satellites we connect to. So now we're connecting to more than 30 satellites for ultra-high precision. And the HDOP is coming down to around 0.6. So incredibly precise, you don't get that drifting. And when you set a waypoint mission, and when you set obstacles in the field, you know that your drone's not going to forget where it is and suddenly wander off. So you want to talk about economics? Some people don't, that's okay. So drone price. The previous generation of agricultural drones is available in the market for 3.5 to 6 lakhs. We're right in the middle. We're at 5 lakhs. This is not going to be an incredibly expensive upgrade for people who are already in the business. And for people who are just getting into business, it's an even better investment. We're also going to be having, as long as stocks last, we're having an introductory offer at 4.5 lakhs also. What about the mobility costs? With a drone, you can only spray where you are today. You're not going to carry it with your hands. You need that bike. So most people today, they get a 2-wheeler or maybe even a 3-wheeler or even a Dost, and it costs them 2 or 3 lakhs. With this drone, you can spray with whatever you already own. There's no box customization, specialization. Any bike will get you there. You can even use a bicycle. So even though we can put nothing, we still put something, just to be. The battery cost. Today, to do a day's work for 1 year, every day for a year, you need to spend about 3.3 lakhs in batteries on day 1. Otherwise, you're going to cut down your daily acreage. So we're able to reduce that as well to around 2 lakhs. To do the same amount of annual acreage, same amount of daily acreage. So the total investment cost up front to become an agribusiness owner, previously 8.8 to 12.3 lakhs, 7.5. But that's not all. Take a look at the OpEx costs. And the CFO down here is going, ah. Take a look at the OpEx cost, folks. Today, we need 2 people. We need a pilot and an assistant to help with that, pulling it out, carrying it around the farm. Gone. Okay? So now, 4.8 lakhs With AviSpray-10c, we can get that down to 3 lakhs. So that's all extra money which is in your business at the end of the year for future growth, for growing your family, whatever it may be. The logistics cost, fuel, 1 lakh today comes 0.25 in the future. Energy costs, charging the batteries, putting fuel in the generator, 1 lakh today. Now we can reduce it drastically to 0.2 lakhs. By 80% we've reduced it. So the total operation cost from 6.8 lakhs, it comes tumbling down to 3.45. So totally, today if you want to get into agribusiness, you're going to need about 8 to 12 lakhs up front, and your operation cost for the year is going to be about 6.8 lakhs. So we've reduced more than 1, if not 3 or 4 lakhs from the investment, and 3, if not more lakhs from the operation cost. This drone being smaller is just one of the brilliant benefits that it's going to bring these agri-spraying businesses. We intend to make this and their businesses a success. So now to talk a little bit more about exactly how we have done this black magic and arcane science, I'm going to hand over to my brilliant CTO, Dr. Dinesh, to tell us what secrets he's been working on. Over to you, Dr. Dinesh.
Yes. Hello. Check. Thanks, Pete. Hello. Check. Good morning. Vanakkam. The Peter and Kannan talked about the problems and solutions. You see, the problem solutions, how are we going to bring that? No, that's a big challenge. No, that's why, myself, along with the expert team, spent, in the field, agri field, and sprayed 6,000 acres of, that land. We understood the problems. That's a big challenge. And then we know the end to end, from the starting to end, we understood the problems. Now, we go and see the tech, deep dive into the tech, okay? The very first important thing, the compact of transportation, that's a very important thing. The compact drone, the compactness is very important. When you think about want to make a compact drone, we want to make everything compact. Any product, we can make a compact. That's very easy. But flying vehicle, making a compact, we want to make the efficient aerodynamics and structural load carrying, and then the placing of electronic components is a big challenge. Here, at Avionics, we have a multidisciplinary team, engineering team, like aeronautical, mechanical, electronic, software, and material team. We work together and build the foldable compact drone. This is a foldable compact drone. At the same time, what we ensure the main important thing is the aerodynamics efficient, the structural strong, and ready to fit to fly. That's very important here. You're the come up with Peter clearly mentioned about the tank is very important. The first, the fixed 10 liter is spraying. Now around that we are placing all the things like, aerodynamics or structure, and then electronics component. That is around we want to build it. That's why in aerodynamics, a lot of challenges when you're building a smaller drone carrying a high load carrying capacity. The aerodynamics point of view, the propeller to propeller clearance, and then propeller to ground clearance, and then you can see the wash, the rotor wash interactions, create the more drag, and then this is make the drone unstable. We spend a lot of time doing a computational fluid dynamics. We optimized all the dimension point of view. We taken care of this. Then finally come up with the optimized, and then taking care of propeller to propeller, and then propeller to ground clearance, and then you see the rotor wash also. That's why make the drone will be stable, and then it will be, if it is stable, the going to the vibration, going to the main structure, all reduced. Then more accuracy will be there in the reading of sensors. That's why the major important thing is the aerodynamics. The aerodynamics is the first important thing. We've taken care of the things. In the after aerodynamics, the structural is a very important thing. Structure point is, you see, we reduced it. Now the compactness, and then here we bring a lot of innovations. We use the hybrid composite material, and we are playing with layer by layer. What is a tailoring the load carrying and the reduced thickness, the high strength to weight ratio. We can see the reduced the thickness and carrying the more strength. We use the all aerospace grade material like hybrid composite or aluminum. What you see the aero grade aluminum. These are the major things we carry. The two important things, very important in drone, the stiffness and durability. You see the stiffness is very good, then the going loads to all the structure electronics parts that will be, will be smoothly operate. The second, durability, because you see here, I think our person, less than 1 second able to less than 1 minute, able to unfold and fold it. You see this one every time, the unfold and folded, the reliability is very important. We done a complete analysis. We taken care of the durability also, and then very very important things we kept as the standard factor safety is the 1.5, and then carried out all the critical analysis. You can also see that the fatigue life. The very, very important unit here, every drone you can see the fatigue life, the life of the drone is very less. We actually treat like aerospace, 20,000 more life cycle for the complete structure. That means minimum the 5+ year the operation structure will be there. That's why the structural things you completely taken care, the compactness and loading things. Here the very, very key point I want to mention. When doing the structural things, lot of challenge. We also be practically, when before coming to model, we tested the environmental things and then the real field conditions. This is a structural point of view. Then the second point, we come with the compact design and taking care of aerodynamics and structure. Finally, the tank, removable tank. This also you can able to see that the tank. We designed the tank, the slim tank. This is a tank very important, easy to take out and put it, and then at the same time that will load transfer the structural things. And then this will be like very critical. This is the one they want to carry very quick. Swap it, and then put it at the same time carrying the load. And also the material is also very important because we're using a pesticide, micronutrient, different chemical. Then we taken care of all the things from the tank, removal tank. And modular payload, I think the modular payload means this also a very quick swappable. These are 3 different payloads. You can see this is the flat fan, this is a flat pan nozzle, and then you can change to, that's why the flat pan nozzle we can use for the crop, like a smaller crop, and then if you want to use for the dense crop like sugar cane field, the tall crop, we can use the centrifugal for the creeper or the other applications. And then this will be like a swappable. What you've seen, this is the seeder. The seeder for the granular spreading. For the granular spreading, this is also very quick. You can take out in the bottom and then swap it. This is a seeder for the granular spraying. Then we done the design. We taken care of all the things. Then how the higher acreage? Because the higher acreage connected with all is from the aerodynamics and structure, and then we are going to see the first material. I mentioned clearly the material is playing the major thing, the hybrid composite and aerospace material, aluminum. It's a lightweight carrying more strength. That's very important things. We play with the material, high unique material. The second important, the power. We use the hard ones, the battery cells. This will be like the first important safety. The safety, example, you see the majority in the field, the safety is important. The puncture and bulk will be like a very low. You can see that no risk in the fire, the high temperature resistance, and then you can see the high energy density. The high energy density when compared to other drones. You can see this will be like, the lighter weight and then giving a more power. And then the third is actually the battery life. Compared to others, there are 2x times the more battery life. And final important, we operating in different condition, hot and high temperature. The extreme condition we tested, and this is the one, the advanced level, we were able to know the very good efficiency, we were able to achieve the higher acreage. The next important thing, motor. The motor also the industrial grade we used. And then the motor point of view, this will be, you see, we reduce the aerodynamics, we done a lot of time in aerodynamics and structure and reduce it. Then after that, the best performance motor we selected, this will be like withstand in a different condition, high load, because we're continuously using the morning to evening. That will be like continuous usage, and then the taking care of another better cooling system. We have a better cooling system, and then all important things, it should be continuously using. This is a motor point of view, especially a lot of people facing a problem is heat. The continuous heat, some problem, we are not able to use it. But here we use the industrial grade. This, all the things, the cover connected with the higher acreage. Now come to the talk about accuracy, GPS, how we are doing. Okay, you see here, we have the GPS, we have 4 antenna. We have placed in different direction. That will be, the collecting all the, receiving the satellites. And then, the satellite, we have compared to others, we have a 30 plus satellite able to connect, 32 satellite we covered. The more satellite is more stable. That's the first important thing. More satellite is more stable. And then higher accuracy, that's higher accuracy. Then majority of field, the people know that majority field, the flying the nearby the tree, and then some, the obstacle is there, the GPS issue, we're not getting a satellite, because the one direction the signal is not able to come, we have a different direction, we also get the signals and able to fly it. And finally, very important, whenever the flying, no drift, we can able to correct the flight path, we'll able to follow and then finish the mission. That is the very important things in operation condition, precision GPS. Then next, flight control. The flight control system is the next very, very, very important. Compared to, you see any Chinese drone, you can tell AFT, this is the advanced flight control system. You see many issues are coming in the field, like power line, high power voltage issue, lines is going on, and then this will be like create the magnetic, electromagnetic interference. This will be like redundance sensors. There are 3x, the redundant sensor will be there. So one fail, the other one will take her and do it. This is a high processor, that high performance processor will be there, reliability, and then this will be like high-end flight control system, the aerospace grade. You can fly at any scenario. We show that the next slide about the communication. The later slide I come up with the the electromagnetic interference. This slide is a communication system. The communication system also be like, this is the one, they able to long range, be able to operate at long range, and then the multiple mode, the manual, autonomous will do, and then you see that the ergonomic design, here also very important thing is electromagnetic interference. This will be like the flight control or you see that communication system, the shielded the electronics, and this is very important, shielded electronics, shielded the PCB that will be protected from the EMA. Electromagnetic interference. Okay, other features, everyone know about that features. And just bringing this, we also have it like the electromagnetic interference, and then we have a collision obstacles, there's a collision avoidance sensor. And then we have a terrain follower. This will be based on the crop height. It will keep on maintain. If you want the hills, it will continuously maintain the altitude and spray it. And then we have a live video the pilot can able to really see and then operate. And then these are the fail-safe conditions, the tank empty and the battery low conditions, and then communication cutoff. The drone automatically come to the home position. These are the additional features in our drones. Okay. This is we seen that complete aerodynamic structures and then flight control system. The avionics, the signature is very important things, the build quality. The first important is the build quality, and then now the flight stability, the good flight stability, that is very, very, very important. And then you can see the reliability of the product, and then finally the durability. That is the avionics signature, the very important things. I think end up with my mentor, I will interact with Dr. ABJ Abdul Kalam, sir. There is very inspiration, I'm a fan. They end up with the important quote. The agriculture is the backbone of our economy. When technology strengthens the farmer, the nation move forward. Thank you. Over to Peter. Thanks.
Thank you, Dinesh. So, earlier on I mentioned that the government of India has identified this problem, and they've started to make a lot of programs and a lot of efforts to make sure that we develop ourselves in terms of agricultural technology, not just on the technology side, but on the business model also that I've been talking about, the affordability side. And one such institution, which has been around for a long time and very well known, very well respected, is NABARD. So NABARD being the National Agricultural Bank. So they focus on bringing technology at an affordable price point into the villages of India. Those 5 lakh drones that Kannan spoke about won't come without such institutions and without such programs. So that leads me to introduce today's chief guest. Mr. Vasigaran is the General Manager of NABARD, the regional office in Chennai, which covers all of Tamil Nadu. So sir, I'd like to invite you to say a few words about our product today. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Vasigaran. The stage is yours.
Yeah, good morning to you all. I think first I should express my thanks to Indigo Airlines because my CGM was to be here today as the chief guest. He had been to Ahmedabad for the Earth Summit and somehow he couldn't make it. I think now probably he would have landed in Chennai. But since he couldn't make it, I got the opportunity to be here to be part of history. And I wish to congratulate Mr. Peter, Mr. Kannan and Mr. Dinesh and the entire team for having come out with this revolutionary model of a drone. And I believe and I trust that it is going to be a good success because these were some of the issues. No doubt drones have been a major blessing for the farmers and for various other fields wherever drones are being used. But still there were some issues in using them, which day in, day out we have been hearing some feedback from farmers. Because over a period I think we have become a luxury society. So we want things to be the easiest as possible. Nevertheless, I think this intervention of yours is going to make take the people way forward and to ease their problems and in handling issues. Because of late, we at NABARD have been trying to promote drones among our farmer clientele in different modes. As per whichever project we are handling, in some cases we have been able to support them with a drone. And in many cases, we have been trying to support them for getting a pilot license, training them, and also in popularizing the drone among the consumers so that there'll be more demand for the farmers' drones to be utilized by the other farmers also. So some of the challenges we faced were like this: mobility was a major concern because the drone has been purchased, but carrying the drone to the field was a problem. They had to have 2 people was an issue. Second thing, they take a diesel vehicle, which is mostly a small truck which they take, or a diesel auto, which again is not safe from environment point of view, because we see drone not just as reducing the drudgery of a farmer who is operating the drone, but we also see it as intervention from climate angle, where less saving on chemicals, saving on water, and also offsetting the fossil fuel utilization. So these are some of the benefits which we are seeing towards a net zero, which our Honorable Prime Minister also has given an agenda for the country. And in NABARD, we internally have set a goal to go net zero by 2030. So we are working towards this, and in all our projects, we are trying to bring in the climate angle and how carbon sequestration can happen. Similarly, how we can go in for net zero. Sir, I really would like to appreciate you for this intervention and for having invited us also to be part of this journey. Though we were not directly involved in any way supporting the model, it has come on their own. And I think, in fact, when Mr. Peter was in office last week, just to invite us, he and Mr. Maniraj had come, and I told if this model had come 5 months earlier, we could have had much more benefit to our direct beneficiaries. But nevertheless, the universe is big, and I think there is a lot of scope to work further in this line. And in fact, today morning when I saw the newspapers, Liverpool, we had one bad news also from Liverpool, and we have a good news also. The bad news is that Mohamed Salah is likely to leave Liverpool team due to his frustrations. And the good news is that Mr. Peter is here with us, and he is guiding Avionics to good success. Congratulations to you all. And of course, I'll not take much of your time. I think we have a lot of people to listen to. And before joining my career in NABARD 26 years back, I worked in a Government of India organization called Central Warehousing Corporation. So I was a technical assistant to the thing, where my responsibility was maintaining the quality of the food grains. The biggest challenge we face today is quality skill force. We had skilled staff who are supposed to do the spraying and other things, but they refuse to do because they have so many other issues like regularly working with chemicals, they get asthma-like issues, problems, so they refuse to do the work. So though we had people meant to do that work, we used to engage contract staff to do the job. So that is how it was working. And we spray different types of chemicals. Of course, malathion being the safer one, which is mostly sprayed on the bags. And then there is a chemical called DDVP, which it's a systemic poison. So it's normally sprayed only on the walls and the floor to kill the insects once in every 14 days. But the challenge was that this casual labor, when they spray, they will try to mix both the chemicals because DDVP was stronger, malathion was a safer chemical. And as a technical assistant who is in charge of quality, it was nightmare for us. How to control these people from mixing these things or not spraying it on the bag. So a lot of things we have to take care because it is food grains which goes for consumption. And the biggest challenge they face again is that the godowns are normally quite tall enough. And for them to stretch out and spray to the top of the wall or the trusses becomes very difficult. And so they mostly spray to the height they can cover. The rest is left to mercy of God. And the insects keep multiplying again and again. Maybe I'll want to pose a small challenge. Can we design a drone, mini drone, that can spray on the walls, on the sideways, spray on the walls and probably a part of the ceiling corners, so that even our storage systems become more safe. So it's a small challenge. Try to take it and try to work on this. I think your admin team can definitely do it. And so once again, good luck, best wishes, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Vice President. Thank you. Please. So, you know, at Avionics, we've spent almost a year going out into the fields and testing and trying and perfecting this product. But at the end of the day, this can be the best product in the world, but it's the customer's success which makes this product a success. So we're taking a lot of steps besides the product development to make sure that our customers are a success out in the market. And the best way to do that, yet again, is to send our own people into the villages of India to support our customers. So we have we're establishing a network alongside every exclusive distributor who signs up with us. We'll be putting one of our own expert agri-pilots there. And their job is customer success, the success of the dealership and the success of the end customers also. They're going to go to not just train people when they buy the product and then walk off. They're going to come back again and again and again, week after week, and polish off those little things that you could do a little bit better. They're going to teach you new tricks. They're going to update your product as firmware updates come out. They're going to perform ANC. They're going to be there if you have any kind of issue with your product. They'll be there in a heartbeat. We know that one of the pain points today is the slow turnaround time on repairs, because in the spraying season, you have to act now. That pest is already eating the plants. Every minute that passes, that yield is going down and down and down. So it's an urgent issue that needs to be addressed. And if the drone is sitting on the floor with any kind of issue, we've got to get in there, we've got to fix it. So that network is something that we're building. As our products get out there into the market, that network will be growing and growing and growing as we do, to ensure that our products, our customers, are the happiest customers possible. Now, to speak a little bit more about customer success, I'm going to hand back to Kanan. We are going to invite a couple of customers up on stage to share their feedback about drone spraying as it is and how they think this is going to help. And I'm also really happy to share that even before we unveiled this product today, we already have a few customers lined up who've bought it simply on the specs. They've not seen this yet. So I thank them for putting their faith in it. We're also going to be doing a ceremonial handover where they'll be accepting the product from us. So, Kanan, back to you.
Thank you, Pete. So, as you rightly mentioned, I need it, yeah, okay. This is on? So I would like to call some of our existing customers. We want you to share your experience, what you had so far with us, and what is your opinion about the new product we have launched. So I'm going to call few. I kindly request them to come and stand with me on the stage. First, Kribagaran Valarchi FPO. Thiru Kribagaran avargala stage ku varumar alikkirom. So Waziran sir is one of your beneficiaries from Valarchi FPO from Virudhunagarla irundhu ivanga vandirukanga. And vanga please dear. Adutha Raj from Vayu Drone CEO. Engalodiya Mudal customer, they are our important customer. We are so happy to have such a wonderful customer as ours. அதுக்கப்புறம் திரு செந்தில் அவர்கள் எங்களுடைய ட்ரோன் வந்து மானியம் தமிழ்நாடு மானியத்தில் வாங்கினவர், மிகச்சிறந்த அனுபவம் உள்ளவர், நிறைய ஏக்கரேஜ் ஸ்ப்ரே பண்ணியிருக்காரு திரு செந்தில். அதுக்கப்புறம் திருமதி அமுதா அவர்கள் நமோ ட்ரோன் தேதி, அவங்களையும் மேடைக்கு வருமாறு அழைக்கிறேன். ஸோ நம்ம அதே சொன்ன மாதிரி திருமதி அமுதா பிளஸ் அவங்க திருமதி லக்ஷ்மி ரெண்டு பேரும் வந்து they have a drone given by under Namo Drone Didi scheme. So Namo Drone Didi scheme is a 15,000 drone which is going to be given only to women, rural women self-help group members, and this is a government initiative. As part of the first phase, they have already given away 1,000 drones. So they are one of the beneficiaries of that 1,000 drones. So thank you very much. உங்க எல்லார்ட்டையும் ஒவ்வொரு ஜஸ்ட் கேள்வி கேட்பேன், அதுக்கு நீங்க இது சொல்லணும். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிருபாகரன், உங்ககிட்ட என்ன கேட்க வரோம்னா, நீங்க எங்களுடைய கஸ்டமரா இருக்கீங்க. உங்களுடைய அனுபவம் ஏவிரானிக்ஸோட எப்படி இருக்கு அப்படின்றத கொஞ்சம் நீங்க பகிர்ந்துக்கலாம். பேசுங்க, தைரியமா பேசுங்க. நான் இருக்கேன் கூட. மைக் ஆச்சு, நான் மைக் பிடிச்சுக்கிறேன். கொடுங்க. கொடுங்க, நான் பிடிச்சுக்கிறேன். நீங்க தைரியமா பேசுங்க.
சரி.
ஓகே, பரவாயில்ல, டைம் எடுத்துக்கோங்க. ஸோ உங்க அனுபவம் நம்ம ஏவிரானிக்ஸ் கம்பெனியோட உங்களோட அனுபவம் எப்படி இருக்கு?
அனுபவம் நல்லா இருக்கு. ஆனால் help பண்ண வந்து எங்களுக்கு நபார்டு தான் சார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட்.
நபார்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாங்க, கண்டிப்பா. வெரி நைஸ், தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச்.
ஆனால் விவசாயிகளுக்கு வந்து நம்ம இந்த ட்ரோன் மூலியமா நம்ம வந்து இப்போ மருந்தடிக்கிறது
நான் பிடிச்சிக்கிறேன் விடுங்க. நீங்க விட்டுருங்க.
ஆனால் ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது சார்.
ஓகே.
இப்போ வந்து நம்ம ஒரு நாளைக்கு வந்து எவ்வளோன்னா ஒரு ஒரு 10லேருந்து 12 வரைக்கும் அடிக்கிறோம் சார்.
ஓகே.
அந்த ட்ரோனை வச்சு. அதனால் விவசாயிகளுக்கு வந்து ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது சார். ஆனால் ரேட்டு கொஞ்சம் கம்மியாக பண்ணி எடுத்தோம்.
ஓகே. ஸோ ஏவிரானிக்ஸில் நீங்களோட சர்வீசஸ்லாம் எப்படி இருக்கு?
ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்குது சார். இப்போ ஏற்கனவே ஒரு தடவை இந்த மாதிரி ட்ரோன் லைட்டாக டேமேஜ் ஆகி இது விழுந்துருச்சு சார். அப்போ நம்ம கம்பெனிலேருந்து ரொம்ப ஹெல்ப் பண்ணி அதை சர்வீஸ் பண்ணி கொடுத்தாங்க சார்.
ஓகே, ரொம்ப நன்றி இதை கேட்கறதுக்கு. பெஸ்ட் விஷஸ் டு யூ. And Raj, you have been a very important customer. We are so proud to have Vayu drones. Vayu drones, அவங்க 30 to 40 drones they have. Their effort is tremendous. Rural area la போயிட்டு they want to make a difference to the farmers. They want to help them have spraying done at a very affordable cost, and they have invested a lot of money in having fleet of drones. We are so happy that ours is one of the largest fields. So Raj, I want you to share your experience with us and also about your view about this new drone. Please.
Sure. First of all, congratulations to Peter, Dinesh sir and Kannan sir, to you. Aditya is here. Very congratulations. And we are very happy to work with Avionics. Thanks to Rajaraman sir, he's been the catalyst in this whole thing, bringing us together. Earlier we had another drone company that we used to work with, another manufacturer. But after seeing the kind of effort that Avionics team has put in right from the beginning, we felt that there's a lot of transparency, there's a lot of hard work, right from the design to material selection to the product. Like for example, Dinesh sir, many times I've interacted with him. We really found that the product is very robust. You know, from what it was, the kind of products that they were there in the market, the 10-liter products, we found the product to be very, very good. Especially the two GPS system was probably the first in the market, is by the Avionics. So we definitely found that the product is great, very strong, and we also felt that there was a little bit of a risk being taken by the Avionics team for introducing the 16-liter drone into the market, where nobody ever heard, you know, something like that, and majority of the market actually going with a 10-liter drone. I mean, congrats, because I feel that if there's no risk, there is no gain, and it is very strong in business. We also took risk, Vayu Drone Services, we also took a risk. We went along with you guys for the 16-liter drone, and then me and Anish first came and checked out the drone, and the only thing that we went back to the office and told Nitesh is that this is by far the most sturdy drone that we have seen, you know, till now. So, and then obviously Nitesh gave a quick approval, and then we went ahead, procured the 10 drones from Avionics. And our drones are actually flying both in Andhra Pradesh and in Tamil Nadu, and we are very happy the way they've been functioning. And of course, the initial resistance in the market, even from our pilot's perspective, is that 10 liters is always easy to fly, kind of for this thing. And then we had, over a period of time, we have broken that down, and then they're very comfortable right now working with the, you know, the Avionics drone. And of course, the most fundamental thing is that being available for a customer at any given point of time in terms of you know, helping a service provider get on their feet once again. If at all there's any drawbacks with the drone, has been fantastic with your team, and the availability of the spare parts, the communication, the team. Although they are very young, I feel, but they're very sound in terms of their interaction with the customers. This is what we have seen over a period of time. So I really, you know, congratulate the entire team for bringing out, you know, extending the service as well as bringing out a new product. The new product especially looks fabulous. I mean, from where I have come from, I've seen we are a typical corporate agricultural enterprise. None of us are farmers. We are all either tech or digital, or you know, come from a branding side of a unit. So agri is very new for us. and but we did get on to our feet into the fields, farmers, over a period of 4-6 months. Me and Anish have gone into the market, met farmers and things like that. So we really understand what exactly is the problem currently plaguing the Indian farming industry. Drone definitely is the solution for it, but I think there are a few issues here and there, which I think the new drone will definitely solve. I mean, I've always heard Dinesh sir and Peter, they always deliver what they promise. So I'm hoping that with the multi GPS systems and many satellite integration, all of that is going to help tremendously in terms of the operations, and all of that exactly nail the problem. We don't need 2 people, you just need 1 bike. It's a backpack, easy to move, open and function. And the cost, of course, Pete has put down. I think it's a very, very interesting product, and I definitely feel that it's going to be hugely successful in the market. So I think with that note, I mean, I wish all of you guys once again, great success, and this could actually be a complete skyrocketing product for you guys. So
Thank you.
for the journey.
Thank you, Raj. One question, I don't want an answer from you, but I want you to carry this question when you go back, when you and Anish are going to come and do the trial of this drone. So that's a question to you. Thank you. அடுத்தபடியா திரு செந்தில் அவர்கள் வந்து இதுக்கு முன்னாடி எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச 2022 அவர் வந்து ட்ரோன் ஃப்ளை பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு. தமிழ்நாட்டில் அக்ரி ட்ரோன் ஃப்ளை பண்றதுல ஒரு அனுபவசாலி அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். பல விதமா ஃப்ளை பண்ணியிருக்காரு. அவர் எங்களோட ட்ரோன் வாங்கி ஒரு 6 மாசமா அந்த ட்ரோன் அவர் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு தமிழ்நாடு மாநிலத்தில். ஸோ செந்தில், இந்த ட்ரோனை பத்தி ஒரு 4 வார்த்தைகள் சொல்லுங்க. உங்களுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு இந்த ட்ரோனுடைய அறிமுகத்தை?
இந்த ட்ரோனில் வந்து ஃபீல்டுக்கு எடுத்துன்னு போகிறதுக்கு ஈஸி கேரிங்காக இருக்கும் சார். அது நல்லா ஸ்மால் சைஸாக இருக்கிறதுனால நாங்கள் கார் வச்சு தான் எடுத்துன்னு போக வேண்டியதாக இருக்குது. இது பைக்கில் லாங் பாசிங்லாம் எடுத்துன்னு போகிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப ஈஸியாக இருக்கும். அது இல்லாமல் இதில் டபுள், நாங்கள் ஏற்கனவே வச்சுருக்கிற ட்ரோன்லலாம் ஒரு சிங்கிள் டேங்க்கு தான் இருக்குது. இதில் டபுள் டேங்க்கு யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், ஸ்ப்ரெட்டரும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம், ஸ்ப்ரேயிங்க்கும் யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலான்றது ஒரு இது இருக்குது சார். மற்றபடி நல்லா பர்ஃபெக்டாக இருக்குது.
5 ஏக்கர் ஒரு பேட்டரியில் அது அடிக்கும். 5
ஏக்கர் ஒரு பேட்டரிக்கு 5 ஏக்கர் ஸ்ப்ரே பண்ணலாம். ஃப்ளாட் நாஸ்லும் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், சென்ட்ரிஃபியூகல் நாஸ்லும் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். அதெல்லாம் நல்லா அட்வான்ஸாக இருக்குது சார்.
இதில் ஸ்பீடும் கொஞ்சம் அதிகம்.
ஸ்பீடு 8 மீட்டர் பர் செகண்ட் இருக்குது. 16 லிட்டர் ட்ரோனில் 6 மீட்டர் பர் செகண்ட், இது 8 மீட்டர் பர் செகண்ட். நல்ல ஸ்பீடு. ஏக்கரேஜும் இதில் அதிகமாக கவர் ஆகும் சார். ஒரு நாளைக்கு ஏக்கரேஜும் அதிகமாக கவர் ஆகும்.
ஓகே, தேங்க்யூ செந்தில். இவர் சில நாடெலாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா some of the days he sprays 30 acre, 35 acre in a day, which is actually very difficult. Of course, he's a very hard-working person, but he's committed right from the morning 6 a.m. onwards. He starts work until it gets dark. Doing a 30-35 acre and all is a dream, which people usually arrive at on the Excel sheet only, but not in the actual field. But he has been doing it many a day. So this will be a good companion. உங்களுக்கு ஒரு அருமையான ஒரு தோழரா இருப்பாரு. 30ன்றது 40 ஏக்கரா அடிக்கிறதுக்கு 45 ஏக்கர் இருக்காது. ரொம்ப நன்றி. ஸோ ஃபைனலாக நீங்கள் வந்து பல வருஷமா அனுபவப்பட்டு இருக்கீங்க ட்ரோனுடைய இதை வச்சுட்டு. ஸோ நீங்கள் இந்த ட்ரோனை பற்றி இப்போ நீங்கள் லிஃப்ட் பண்ணி பார்த்தீங்க. இதை பற்றி, இந்த ட்ரோனை பற்றி ஒரு வார்த்தைகள் உங்கள் சைட்லேருந்து.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம் சார். நான் வந்து தக்ஷாலேருந்து இப்கோ கம்பெனிலேருந்து தான் நம்ம ட்ரோன் தீதியிலேருந்து நான் ட்ரோன் வாங்கியிருக்கேன். எனக்கு வந்து ஆட்டோலேருந்து ட்ரோன் எல்லாமே ஃப்ரீயாக தான் கொடுத்தாங்க. அது எனக்கு ரொம்ப பயனுள்ளதாக இருந்துச்சு. பெண்களுக்கு இதை விட ரொம்ப வெளியில் வந்து நாங்கள் இவ்வளோ தூரம் பண்ணுறதுக்கு ஒரு ஹெல்ப்பாக இருந்தது இப்கோ கம்பெனிலேருந்து தான். எங்களுக்கு ஸ்பான்சர் பண்ணதுனால தான் வெளியில் வர முடிஞ்சு. இந்த ஸ்டேஜ் வரைக்கும் வர்றதுக்கே அவங்க தான் முழு காரணம்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். அதை பெருமையாகவும் நினைக்கிறேன். அப்புறம் எங்களுக்கு எல்லா வசதியும் நல்லா செஞ்சு கொடுத்துருக்காங்க சார். டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட்லேருந்து எல்லாமே கஷ்டம் இல்லை. ஆனால் பாக்ஸ் வந்து பெரிய பாக்ஸு, நாங்கள் இன்னொருத்தர் ஹெல்ப்பர் இருந்தால் தான் நாங்கள் வந்து அந்த வண்டியில் எடுத்துகிட்டு போக முடியும். ஒரு ஃபார்வரை நாங்கள் வந்து டைமிங் போகணும் அப்படின்னா எங்களுக்கு ஹெல்ப்பர் வர்ற கூட ஒரு டைமில் லேட் ஆகும். கரெக்ட் டயத்துக்கு நாங்க போக முடியாது அந்த டயத்துக்கு. ஆனா இது வந்து கொஞ்சம் டூ வீலர்ல எடுத்துட்டு போறது நாங்க யாரையும் எதிர்பார்க்காம நாங்களே எடுத்துட்டு போகலாம் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு இது எனக்கு யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி தோணுது சார். ஹெல்ப்பர் இல்லாம ஃபார்மரை வச்சே நாங்க ஃபிட் பண்ணி எல்லாமே பண்ணிடலாம், கிடைச்ச ஃபீல்டை வந்து நாங்கள் முடிச்சிடலாங்கிற ஒரு இது கிடைக்கும் அப்படின்னு நான் நம்புறேன் சார் இந்த ட்ரோன்ல.
ரொம்ப நன்றி. நீங்க லட்சுமி நீங்க தான் சொல்ல வருவீங்களா? ஓகே, ஸோ ரொம்ப நன்றி, தேங்க்யூ வெரி மச். எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு கை தட்டு. ஸோ ஐ ரெக்வெஸ்ட் நீங்க உட்காந்துக்கலாம். So it's not only the customers' experience we wanted to hear, we also have partners. It's not that we just build the drone all by ourselves. We have a lot of people who support us in our endeavor. So I want to call some of our partners who have been part of our journey, who continue to help us in providing the best product as well as the best services to you. I missed to mention we have Mr. Suresh here from IFCO. I request him to come here. He's the state manager. Sir, please come. We want to thank him. Just now I saw, so I'm just impromptu, I'm calling you Mr. Suresh. Thank you very much for coming. Mr. Suresh is the state head for IFCO. IFCO has been doing a revolutionary thing in furthering agricultural spray drone in India. They already procured close to 2,000 drones. In addition to that, they have engaged thousands and thousands of drones in the market. And Mr. Suresh, personally, I know him for last 2 years. He has been a strong advocate of technology into this field. So thank you very much for coming, Mr. Suresh. We'll meet again. Thank you. Yeah, please. So as I mentioned, we have our partners who help us build this product, deliver the services, and we are only so much thankful to them because sometimes we just tell the idea and then they come out with the solutions. I want to call few of our partners here and then hear from them also. The first one I would call is Mr. Anil from PDRL. He is the founder of PDRL, who are our originally to be a software company, but now they are into hardware. They are trying to help not only avionics but the whole ecosystem as a whole. So PDRL software is something what every laptop knows Microsoft has for the drones. That's very similar in India. Thank you very much Anil for all the way coming. He had a lot of struggle yesterday. I was not sure whether he'll come or not. Some of his flights cancelled. He made sure he had to come, and we really thank you for taking all the efforts to come here. I may also call Mr. Rizvi from DOT. So Mr. Rizvi represents DOT, who actually did this fantastic, design of, you may all see it as just a bag there, but I'll tell you more about it and he will share more about it. It is not just a bag. It's a lot of science and engineering went into that. We want to listen from him as well. We also call one of the veteran in aerospace, so his name is synonymous with the aerospace in India, Dr. Padmanabhan from Virginia Tech. Sir, please come over. They are our research partners. They help us a lot and we also work closely with them. Fondly is known as Dr. Paddu. Sir, please. We also would like to call Mr. Jagan if he is here from Vailtech. So Jagan is our academic partner, so okay, he is not here. So do we have, okay, Dr. Parvesh Alam, they are our academic partner. I think they also left. So over to you, sir. I just want to pose one question. We would like to see your feedback. You have seen the whole day proceedings. What are the few words you want to share, sir?
Thank you. I wasn't expecting to come to the stage. Anyway, he started with the Thirukural, and so I want to say that there is a proverb called Indra Poludil Periduvakkam Tanmaganai Sandron ena ketta thai. That means, when a mother brings up his kid to become big, the proudest moment for her is to say that his son has been called as somebody very big by the community. He excels, he does good work. So I've been associated with avionics in the very early stages. We had come a long way, I presume 5 years. I am just a well-wisher and part of it. But a lot of things have gone behind this. and the experiences that you have seen. I worked very, very closely with Dr. Dinesh, and we nurtured this baby from the start, and I could never imagine maybe one of those who christened this avionics. So right from that, I've been following this journey. I think it's wonderful. I've been tracking the number of drone companies, both in India and outside. I think there's a tremendous opportunity for us to do, just not on this, because there is a very strong technology element that is built into it. If you look at the drone scenario, I've been following it very much. Even recently, I was there in a 2-day capacity building facility in Pondicherry. Everything is just a re-Christianed Chinese drone. Very, very unfortunate. The majority of the drones that are there in the marketplace are 85% simply brought here, stickers put and all that. In contrast, there is a tremendous, as you could see how people have talked about it, it's a tremendous technology that is built into it, be it as simple as he said, it looks very simple to have a carrying case. So many things go in. GPS, we have experienced so much, and Dinesh has been part of it. 27 miles from the top of the Himalayas to ground, we are flying drones at 16,000 feet as part of the earlier stage of avionics growing. And we used to feel that completely power is lost and we don't get signal at that height in the Himalayas, but the drones were falling. But then we found that the solution to all this is, using a satellite-based navigational system. And of course, if you are in a traditional environment, you don't need that. So you look at it, a drone that has been designed completely with satellite navigation, indigenously, is a great, great, great technological feat. And I'm very proud as a technical person to say there's so many electronics, everything that goes into it is state of art. And as a technical person, I greatly appreciate it. I think the start of avionics is just now. It has 3 products now, but I am seeing over the period of time, over the next 3-5 years as they grow, there will be a tremendous name for avionics in the market, and I wish God gives them all that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your wishes. It's truly heartening to hear this, and as you said, you have seen this baby taking birth and then growing, and we are so proud that you are happy the baby is growing into a sound drone. We are very happy about it. Thank you very much. So Anil, as I said, Anil, first of all, I once again thank you for taking all the rescheduled flights, cancellation and everything. I'm not sure whether your return flight is there or not, but you have come all the way. It means that you really value our relationship. These are the kind of partners who actually help us. So tell us something about, obviously about PDR and how do you see this drone to be?
Namaskar everybody. So first of all, thank you Kanan, Peter, Dinesh, Kishan and entire UCAL team for inviting us, and I want to congratulate all of you for this particular innovation. I always say everybody that the journey of drone is journey of belief, courage, persistence and karma yoga. Why so? Because when we and our colleagues like avionics and all others started in 2018, that time people were not knowing about drones and thinking about drones and having that belief that one day it will create an impact, it will create millions of jobs and good economy for our country is something which we all started during those days. And then having same belief, continuing with all efforts where whether investors or even bankers were not supporting till the time the industry was not regulated till 2022. And then from that point onwards, carrying and doing this kind of innovation, bringing this kind of products and really creating value on ground and bringing the value for our farmers to increase their revenue from the agriculture output it is very, very important for all of us. So we see that I keep saying people that what is the potential of drones in agriculture. So we have got 6.2 lakh villages in our country, and even if we consider 5 lakh villages having agriculture industry, or we can say the cropping, at least 5 lakh drones per year is the demand for our own country. And if we see the global, probably it will go to 1 crore drones per year. I see that over the next 5 to 7 years, we all will be reaching to that kind of demand over the period of time. And in this kind of demand, having complete Indianization and making our own system the way avionics team is making, and the way PDL is committed to help our partners in this particular journey, is going to transform the industry and certainly bring the value which we all think. So thank you everybody, and once again I want to congratulate along with avionics and industry. I want to thank all ecosystem partners like NABARD and IFCO who have been supporting this industry for the initial as a enabler or the driver to take all of us to the ground and interact with the farmers and make them to use this particular technology. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anil. And so we have Mr. Rizvi from DOT. You would all just see it as a bag. When we all decided, okay, it has to be a backpack, we thought, okay, hey, call some bag guy and then get a backstage. But then Pete said, hey, no, let's go through DOT. So we were not knowing what is DOT. But when you have built this, we see making a bag is not just simply making a bag. There's a lot of science, there's a lot of engineering which has went to it. You may just talk more about bag and you can just speak about avionics, your experience as well.
Thank you, Pete and Dinesh and Kannan for inviting me here. And we have our chairman, Mr. Ramnath, also sitting. So this moment, I would say, in 2000s, Steve Jobs launched iPhone and it changed the smartphone industry, and the rest is history, right? So I feel this moment is an iPhone moment for the drone industry in India. The reason is very simple, that, we have discussed a lot of times with Pete also that, understanding the importance of design is very rare in Indian companies. And the moment companies understood in the US, that is when the lot of intellectual property grew in US and a lot of other countries also. And now it is a moment in India where companies started realizing the importance of design. And in India, it is only 2 words. If you comprise India as a country, it is plural and rural. So everything in India is plural: culture, heritage, religion, population, language, and also problems. Problems are also plural. And the other thing is rural. Rural, the backbone of our country is rural, and the rural is empowered by agriculture. And anybody who is solving problems around agriculture will make India a better place, and both financially and also for the people who are working in rural. So coming to the bag, yes, as Kannan sir said, it is not just a bag, because the drone weighs around like 16 to 17 kilograms, and a person, the person who carried it also, they should feel comfortable in actually getting down the two-wheeler and then walking across the field and then using it like multiple times in a day. And we actually analyzed a lot of personas in terms of like, what if the pilot is 25-year-old and 80 kilograms of weight? And what if the pilot is, 35, 40 plus and they are like 90 kilograms of weight? And what is the height of the pilot? So is the average weight, average height, average weight, we calculated everything, and then we understood the center of gravity, how a person will carry the bag, and then he should not lean back or lean forward. And all the fields in India are, it has multiple terrains. So how will they use it when they know what is the height of the knee movement that will come when they climb up terrain. So all these calculations and considerations of all these parameters, and then we design this bag, and also it should also accommodate the pilot to use it like 3 or 4 times in a day, and understanding the context of how many acres of land the pilot would be going and spraying. So all these considerations put into that bag, and there are multiple layers within the bag and how we designed it. So eventually I think the team will explain about the bag, and when the customers buy it and use it, the most important thing in design is you should not feel that it is design and that is the best design. If you keep on talking about the design, that is not good design, unless and until somebody uses it and they uses it without any restrictions or any kind of problem with the product. That is the best design. I hope that the bag will stand testament for that quote. Thank you so much for inviting us here, and to everyone out there, Avironix is doing really good in terms of developing indigenous system. And also, everybody, understands interior design or understands fashion design. But there is something called product design where, you have to go and approach a designer to design your products. When we design a house, we don't design it just with masons, right? We go to an architect and design it. So there is a design profession. There are designers for everything. So I use this opportunity, sorry Pete, I'm using the stage as an opportunity to promote design, because there is a very much awareness that is needed for the Indian community to understand design and make design as part of your manufacturing and also production process. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. You may take your seat. Thank you very much for your feedback. Now, friends, we just spoke about some of the customers have booked the drone. Before I call about some of the customers who has booked this product which is yet to be launched, we have one customer who bought our 16-liter drone, which is Condor 16. That customer, he was so happy, and he has bought one more drone. So yesterday only we shipped the drone. Due to some other priority, that customer is not able to be physically here. So to give away that drone, I request Peter and Dinesh also to join me on the stage. Since that customer is not here, I would request Maniraj to come and take this on behalf of the customer. So this customer is, sir, it's your own Seeds FPO from Virudhunagar. They are the beneficiary of NABARD scheme, and they bought a drone 8 months back. Now again, they have become so happy with Avironix services and the product. They decided that, the next drone also will be an Avironix drone. So Maniraj is our sales manager. On customer's behalf, Maniraj will take a delivery of it. Thank you, Maniraj. So Maniraj, you can carry the luggage. So when a repurchase happens, that gives us a kind of satisfaction that the customer is happy. And all our effort would be to make sure that every customer whom we sell becomes so happy that we don't need to go and sell the product and customers promote our brand. Like, we want to create more and more promoters. Now then, when coming to this 10C, Peter mentioned sometime back few people have booked it. These are not just the bookings, because these people who have booked, there are 4 drones what we have already, it's like a pre-order. Just like someone mentioned, as you are mentioning, this is an iPhone moment. So in iPhone and all, any product they launch, they do a pre-order. We trust so much on those brands, then actually people place the order as well. So we were so happy that these set of customers, they have not even seen the product. Today only they are seeing the product, but based on what we have told about the product, how it would look, these customers have booked it, and I want to, on behalf of Avionics, I want to thank from bottom of my heart that your trust will never go unnoticed, and will ensure that we will live up to this trust. So first one whom I would like to call is Guru Paran from Unjana Enterprises. Mr. Guru Paran, is he here? Maniraj, can you please see? Yeah. So he represents a company called Unjana Enterprises. They have booked the first one. In fact, they booked it quite some time back. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
And then we would like to invite Mr. Santosh, who is booked 2 drones. He's not buying 1 drone, he's buying 2 drones. I just envy Santosh, such a young guy, BSc Agri grad. He decided that he will work on agricultural field only. He had many choice to start something sitting in Chennai, but he chose to be an entrepreneur in agriculture. Thank you, Santosh. So Santosh is a novel business model that he wants to promote precision agriculture to the farmers at a very affordable price. So he is buying now 2 drones. He has many other ideas what he is going to do in agriculture, and we wish you all the very best. We'll be part of your journey in your promotion. Thank you. Yeah. And the final one is Mr. Arul. He is very special. He has also booked it. He is very special because he is from my native place, which is Arani. I'm so happy that this drone is going to my native place, where I would say, hey, that's our drone. Thank you, Arul. Arul is also a BSc grad. He is running a input shop. His wife is also an agricultural grad. And thank you, Arul, for the trust. Yeah. Thank you. And we have many more prospects who are waiting to book, those who are sitting here and those who are watching from online. Our special price, what Peter has mentioned, that still continues till the time we have the stocks loss. Thank you very much. Over to you, Pete.
Thanks.
So thank you, everybody, for being here today to share this really special moment with us. It's been something that we've been getting ready for a year, working on this product, testing it out in the fields. So we're really, really happy to finally be able to unveil it and share our excitement with everybody. I'd like to thank all of our shareholders and directors who are here, our customers, of course, and our partners who've been so important on our journey. People like PDRL, people like DOT School of Design. DOT especially, it's an incredible teamwork, I think, that we've had together. This, shared passion for design, good design. And I see the same teamwork over here, right? We're the drone and you guys are the bag, and together they make an incredible team. So I hope that this is just the start of one of many, many projects that we'll work on together, whether it's accessories, whether it's the drone itself. There's another partner that I want to put a special mention for as well, who's not here today, and that is Magic Wavelength. Now, Magic Wavelength is an Australian company that's grown up in University of Western Australia, and we are working hand in hand with them on the next generation of agri-drones. Whatever EFT, we've launched this today, and this is Gen 2. But I'm not satisfied. We're not satisfied as a team. We still see more opportunity for improvement. We still see more technology that can be baked into the product. So Magic Wavelength has come up with a microscopic sensor That sensor replaces a piece of equipment, which is this big, huge piece of equipment. So now I can put that sensor on a drone. And that sensor can see 30 times more information than the multispectral cameras people are using today for smart farming. Those cost 8 lakhs, and I still have to put it on a drone. So we are getting ready in the next 12 months to release the world's first real-time, data-driven spraying drone. A drone that will fly in the field. A drone that will fly in the field. It'll inspect all the crops in front of it. It'll inspect the soil. It'll look at the chlorophyll and the water levels. And not only will it bring that information home so that the agronomist and the farmer has data and information that they can act on, but the drone in real time, as it's moving through the field, will spray a little bit more over here, a little bit less over there, or there's some pests over here, get some pesticide in there. So it'll be an all-in-one agronomy solution, basically. So that's something that we're very excited about. As excited as we are here, we're excited about that product which is coming in the future as well. So, to wrap up the event, we have 2 different things that you can experience. The first thing, you can experience this drone. So you can wear the backpack, you can pick up the drone, you can touch and feel and enjoy this new product that we're releasing. And the other thing that you can experience is lunch. So just in the next room, we're serving lunch, and we've got a very good spread for all of you. But before we finish up the event, and you can move on to enjoying the drone and enjoying your lunch, we'll just finish with the national anthem. So I please ask you to stand up for that. Thank you.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you all and good day.